It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Larkin's Brewing Company, and it's a kind of their IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV. Independent family-owned Irish brewery, beer crystal art, brewed by Larkin's at Larkin's Brewing Company, Kilcool Company, Wicklow in Ireland. Looking forward to this one. Big fan of Irish craft beer. The Irish are very, very friendly people. The BBC put a report out that the people from Northern Ireland, I don't know if this is Northern Ireland or Southern Ireland, forgive me for my ignorance, but the people from the north of Ireland, the Northern Irish, are the friendliest people in the UK. That's what the BBC said the other day. Yeah, that's fine by me. Let's get this can out into a glass and see what we get. The beer was sent to us by Find My Pint, and it's an app for iOS and Android. Download the app from the iOS and Android store, Find My Pint, and go and find your pint. Go and find it. So a bit of a rigorous pour. We've got a hazy beer, good levels of carbonation, 4 fingers of, I'm going to call that white head. It's ever so slightly off white. I don't think there's so much sun and heat out there at the moment. I think it's the reflection that's not giving it quite the whiteness I think that it deserves. In the camera it looks slightly hazy, the head, like a bit creamy, but for me in my own eyes looking at it, it is a white head. But the carbonation, look at that, it's roaring up the side of the glass, look at that. Aroma then for this hazy amber coloured beer at 6.5% ABV. Yeah, that smells tremendous. Again, it's a lot of these kind of New England style beers from Ireland. They seem to be, all of a sudden, lots of breweries, including, I brewed a beer in Ireland myself, in Kilcool, Northern Ireland. That's how I know they're so friendly, the people from Ireland. I brewed a beer with Beer Hut Brewing Company. It was called Simcoe Simon, and they've just put the can, this double dry hopped New England IPA. It's in a can itself. I'm really happy that it's in a can. We're going to be getting some soon on the channel, so look out for that. I went over in November of 2017 to brew that particular beer. It was terrific. And it just seems to be this wave. The reason why I'm mentioning it is because there seems to be this massive wave of New England style IPAs coming out of Ireland at the moment. There's a lot of breweries seem to be going bang, let's get onto that style. Just reviewed one from Kinniger, their Big Bunny East Coast style IPA. Now we've moved on to this Larkin's IPA. But it looks terrific. Let's get the aroma. I got the aroma, haven't I, already? Talking, see? Yeah, it's grapefruity, biscuity. Lovely orange, fleshy blood orange flavours coming through. Mango, pineapple, apricot, passion fruit. Smells terrific. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Perfection! Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows! What a fantastic beer! I seem to be on a run at the moment. A run of really, really good beer. The guys at Find My Pint, I want to give them a little bit more of a push here. Only because whenever they decide to send us beer, they send us terrific, top-end, high-end stuff. We had a massive package from, oh blimey, what are they called? The people who produce beer in white cans. Oh. Anyway, we had a package a couple of months ago with some fantastic Irish craft beer in. Before that, we had a big package of Yellow Belly beer sent to us. Well, they just seem to find us the best beer in Ireland's got to offer, and then they go bang, they send it over. There's no money, exchange hands. It's just a case of they send us wicked craft beer from Ireland, and then I come back with just a little shout out on YouTube, and that's how it works. A little bit of social media push for the guys, and it's a bit of hand in hand help, so we can both grow as small, very small businesses really. But this beer is out and out absolutely stunning. Mango, passion fruit, grapefruit, blood orange. Some pineapple. It's got a nice body to it, like they've added some oats to the beer. Maybe a little bit of oats, just to give it that little bit of creamy density. I decided, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I'm going to let you into the behind the thinking of this channel, how we kind of work here. I have reviewed a beer before this. It was the Kinniger East Coast Style IPA at 6% ABV. And not really knowing, because I'm one of these reviewers that go IPA. So I wasn't sure whether this was a big, bold, smashing bitterness West Coast IPA. And if I reviewed this beer first, it would have ruined my palate for the East Coast IPA because of all of that bitterness that would have come through from a West Coast style IPA. You might be thinking, if you're new to the channel, if you're tuning in, you're kind of thinking, oh my god, there's too much to take in. West Coast IPA, East Coast IPA, all comes from America. If I can be very simple with this, West Coast of America, San Diego style beers are generally nice flavour from the hops, smacking bitterness on the back end. That's a West Coast IPA. An East Coast IPA is almost role reverse, where they cram in a ton of flavour up front, a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It took me a while too, to be honest. It took me a while to get my noggin round to as to what was going on with all the different styles of beer. It's not easy, but if you're into beer, if you're interested in beer, there's a whole world to learn about. I'm still learning. I think there's so much for me to learn about beer. And I've been drinking beer now on every other day for 8 or 9 years. And I'm still learning. That's the beauty of beer. And I'm still coming across new flavours. Okay. That's they haven't mentioned the hops, the particular hops in the beer. They've added some wheat to the beer, might be the reason why it's slightly cloudy. It's probably just unfiltered, the reason for that. It is a tremendous beer. A little tickle of carbonation pushes the flavour around, a little bit of bitterness on the back end, big bold flavours to begin with, which I've already covered. I'm not going to go into it again. Put the beer over there and rate it. This beer is just terrific. Absolutely terrific. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. This is the first time on the channel. Larkin's Brewing Company. We reviewed their pale ale just the other day, so it won't be far. If you're looking at this IPA from Larkin's Brewing Company, have a little look at the Larkin's pale ale that I reviewed. Equally good beer, but another new brewery for me from Ireland, and I think they're absolutely splendid. Terrific beers coming out from this brewery. I wish them all the best. Larkin's Brewing Company. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.